what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
We'll try not to like too much talk over each other, but again, we are girls and we are
Agree to disagree.
Okay,
Moving on.
well, the makeup bottle. It's like a cracked out T-bird from Greece.
Yeah.
You know, she's got that black hair. Welcome to Chick Chat.
Hey.
Hello. Woo! It has been a long time.
Yes.
I got some hate mail.
What?
I don't
Oh.
really like hate mail, but I got some.
Like
I don't
a
really call it fan mail. People kind of being like, hello.
You got slacker mail.
I did get slacker mail. I will step up to the plate. I apologize for being the slacker. It is April, and I don't think I've done this since February.
Well, don't most shows take a break? You know, there's seasons.
It's spring break.
It
was
is.
spring break, although it's like just now turning spring here in North Carolina. But I'll take it.
But see,
it's been nice.
You must have left them on a cliffhanger, and people couldn't wait to see what was next, and they were
oh my
just.
God, what's she going to talk about now? What is she going to talk about now?
So much has happened in the world. We don't know.
But then there were the sweet people that were kind of like, oh my gosh, we miss you. Like, how are you?
Oh, they were concerned.
Yeah. Like, is everything okay?
Did you get canceled?
That's all right. Are you okay? Did iTunes kick you off? Nope. We are here. We're back. Not going anywhere. Don't have any plans to be done with this show anytime soon. It's Mary Margaret. You're listening to Chick Chat here on The Mesh. And if you couldn't already tell, I've got Jeanette with me.
Yay, hi.
Yay, Jeanette. You're like everybody's favorite panelist.
Oh, thanks. I love the crew.
You get your,
The Chick Chat crew.
What up, fans? And we're just happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
I've got a whole iPad slew, like, queued up
Bring it.
to talk about.
I'm
today.
ready.
In case
Even if I
people
don't know what you're talking about, I will pretend I do.
Nobody will know. They can't see your face here. So in case people don't realize how this works, we actually, I never tell a guest or panelist, whatever you want to call them, I never tell my friends what we're going to talk about. And I usually try to do it right up to the last minute, like right during lunch. I was pulling up my topics.
Now.
Right, because I want to be on top of things.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Something could have happened this morning.
it is 2:00 here right now.
True.
And I didn't want to miss anything that happened from, yesterday to today.
Justin Bieber could have gotten arrested again. It's possible that could have happened.
It's totally possible.
It could happen during the show.
I'm going to keep hitting refresh.
Okay.
Okay. But I have my iPad here in front of me, and I have my sites pulled up of topics that I've been wanting to talk about. So I went and I found the relevant ones first, then I found in some ones that little spawn of stuff. And Jeanette and I are friends. We kind of chat off and on here and there. So I know a little bit of what floats her boat, but I have a theme for today.
Oh.
I don't always have a theme, but
You
today I
don't?
have a theme.
Okay.
You inspired it.
Oh.
But I've found a way to weave it into the whole show.
I'm intrigued.
Yes. The theme for today is Bad Boys.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Bad Boys.
Love them. Oh, I love them.
And you know what? We're not talking about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Those
We're
are,
not talking
those are
about
cute,
that.
nice boys.
They are. That's a movie. We're not talking about the movie.
We're not talking
real
about
life
romance,
people.
guys.
We're talking about real life.
That's right.
Real life people.
Who you just love to hate them, but you love them even more.
How can you not? And you know what? I think everybody's got a little bad boy in them.
They do. But some people have a lot.
And that's okay, too.
That is perfectly.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Ready to go?
Now that
Okay.
the topic is yes.
Yes, I am. Okay, so first one, I have to give you a backstory to everyone listening. Jeanette and I talked about this the other day because I have brought it up repeatedly, probably too much on the show because I enjoy talking about it, and yet it seemed I was the only one who understood what was going on. But I'm going to say it right here. I'm loud and proud. I watch Sons of Anarchy, and I love it.
Amen.
Okay?
Yes.
Jeanette had never watched it before.
Never.
Heard me talk about it. We went through the spell when the cast for 50 Shades of Grey was announced, and Charlie Hunnam, who plays in Sons of Anarchy, the lead role, was cast, and everybody was like, I don't know. And Mary Margaret's over here in the corner going, yeah, I'll watch it because he's in it. So now you have gone on Netflix and started watching, correct?
Like binge watching. Yes.
Like can't stop watching.
Can't stop watching.
And you're watching through Netflix, so you can go
Yes.
back to back to back.
I don't know what I'm going to do when it runs out.
Okay.
yes.
You actually have one season that's not on there yet.
Okay, well, I'm only on season 3, but I am in your corner.
Okay. There's 5 seasons on Netflix right now.
Okay. I may be on season 4. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I binge watch so much, they're all running together.
It's like one big long movie.
It is.
You know? And so there's 5, I believe, on Netflix. And season 6 has aired already on TV and is over, but has not been put on Netflix.
Okay.
I have not seen that season because I only watched on Netflix.
Okay.
I have a hard time abiding by TV rules of when I can watch.
I don't even
and
know what channel that is on.
I have no idea where to find it on what night.
I don't know what night it comes on. Netflix,
No.
it's there when I want it.
Exactly. And back to back to back to back to back.
Plug.
It's the best. It's the best, like, marathon
It is.
ever. You know, E does marathons of like the Kardashians and everything, but I still have to sit through the same
Yeah, you gotta
commercials.
sit through
every time.
commercials. Yeah,
every
you
time.
don't- yeah.
Every same commercial every time. Annoying. But anyway, on to Sons of Anarchy. So
Yes.
for those of you that have not watched it, you are fools. But if you haven't, it's a whole bunch of bad boys.
I think they'll watch after this.
I think so. It's a whole bunch of bad boys.
Oh.
It is a motorcycle gang called...
They're a club.
Excuse me. It's not a gang.
They're
You're
not a gang.
correct. It is called the Sons of Anarchy, and they are a club. They operate out of the back of Teller Morrow, which is a
Auto repair?
auto shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's their cover.
It is, but it's a legit
It's legit. It
business.
is. They really fix cars.
It's legit. That's
It
how
is.
they meet their people. You know, they recruit new members and stuff in there and all. So you're on like season 3 or 4, somewhere in there.
late 3, early 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have met most of the characters that will play a major role throughout the whole thing.
Yes. Now, I just met the new... I don't want to say anything, but
Turn your radio down if you don't want to hear this, but...
I've met the new sheriff, so I don't know what season that is.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
4?
Okay. I don't know when that season was, but...
I think it's 4 because they... Okay, yeah, I think it's 4.
So you've met...
Beginning of season 4, yeah.
They have gone to Ireland
Yes.
and they've come back.
They have.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've met a majority of the main characters, the club characters you've met,
Yes.
and you've grown to love, I'm sure.
Yes.
So the main character is Jax Teller, played by Charlie Hunnam, who, I mean, I don't know what else to say about him, really. You do see a little bit of naked Jax during the movie. I mean, during the movie, during the TV show.
Yes.
I'm okay with this.
I'm not offended.
No. I watched it a couple of times over again just to make sure I
Netflix
saw
got
it right.
stuck a couple times. And
Pause.
Wait. Oh, it's filtering.
So I love him. He is his dad was the president of the club,
One of the founding members, yeah.
and they, you know, now his dad's not around. He's got a image to uphold, and he's got to follow in these footsteps, and
Yeah.
he's the VP of the club, and you know, it's big.
is big.
He's big. It's a big deal in that town.
Yes.
And in the community, and then across the state, because they've got other clubs that they talk to and stuff. His mama, Gemma Teller or Gemma Teller Morrow, whatever,
Yeah.
is played by Katie Seagal,
Yes.
who, AKA Peggy Bundy.
Yeah.
Right. Which totally fits, right?
It does.
Peggy Bundy could have been in a motorcycle club.
But you know, I forget that when I'm watching her because she's so good in this role.
she is badass.
Oh my
in
goodness.
this role. Like
I'm scared of
tough.
her, and I don't. It's fake, and I'd be like, oh, if I see her coming,
I know
Just like-
she's pretty tough in this, and so she adds that little flavor, which is cool.
she's like the mom of the club.
She's like, what are they? Okay,
She's
they
an old
call-
lady.
They're called old ladies.
Yeah.
just like in
I'm
like
fine with
books
that.
and stuff. I know. Totally let you
I
call
could be
me
an old lady.
You know, anybody else, I would be offended by that,
like
but
that.
no, you
You Jax wants me to do this? Psh, yeah.
You can call me old lady.
I'll be your
all
old
day.
lady, your old chick, whatever.
I don't care what you call me. Just call me. So you know they've had drama on that show on the outside already. So have you met Prospect? Of course you have. He's been there from the very beginning.
Oh yeah, the first. Yeah.
The young
Yes.
prospect.
Yeah,
They have a different name for him.
They
Okay.
do. Yes, he had an injury in the war.
Correct. He had an injury, and it was found out. And but in real life,
Yeah,
he went on a rampage and killed his.
killed himself and his landlady. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say a maid or a landlady or
Yeah.
a owner of a house or something like that.
Someone he was living with or renting
their
from.
roof.
Yeah.
And went and killed her and killed himself in real life.
Yes, and
You
used
know.
to date Katy Perry.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. In fact, she said one of her songs. I think one of her songs was inspired by him. The one where
His
she
name
talks.
was Johnny Lewis.
Okay, I didn't know his name, but yeah, and I want to say it's the one where she talks about them being 18 and having the summer together and
Oh,
having
yeah.
a tattoo and all. Yeah,
Really?
I think she said that one was inspired by her relationship with him.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Well, he went crazy.
he did.
But he plays a pretty good part on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and obviously he's not on the show anymore, but that was early on. There's several little guest appearances that you'll see throughout the entire series, which is kind of cool. One of the main characters, his name is Opie.
Yeah,
And Opie is one of my favorites. But he is played by Ryan Hurst, who also played Gary Bertier in Remember the Titans.
and I did not know that until you told me the other day.
Yes, Gary Bertier was the one that actually the white guy from the movie, the main white guy in the movie, and the one ends up making friends with him, and then has the car accident, and the one whose funeral they're at in the Remember the Titans movie.
Right.
And I love that movie. I mean, how can you not? Denzel Washington and stuff, please. One of those that anytime it's on, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to sit there and flip channels, and I'm going to always come back to it.
At least part of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. When they go on their run out in the cemetery and all that stuff.
Little
I'm like,
Hayden
please.
Panettiere.
Yeah, a little smart ass Hayden Panettiere in that movie. So anyway, he plays the complete opposite of Gary Bertier.
Yeah.
Complete opposite.
yeah.
Because Gary Bertier was clean cut and football star and whatever. And here, Opie is
Dated cheerleaders.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opie's completely not.
Opie's got
He's a little rough around the edges.
dirty hair, big beard, wears holy jeans. I mean,
Could or
I'm
could not
saying-
smell. Maybe.
I'm not saying I don't care. I think I am okay with that. But, anyway. So there's just a whole, but there's so many more on there too that I love. And these guys, that's what I want to get into. Okay, so about Bad Boys.
Yes.
Why do we like them?
I don't know.
Okay, these people, this MC, as they say, the MC, the motorcycle club, they kill people.
A lot of people.
And they,
it's just kinda
they commit crimes. They have been to jail. These are not people that my parents would ever want me to bring
You
home.
probably don't really, want to see what
No,
they do or
no.
know what they do.
They are completely tattooed up, which I don't have.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
But they're a little, like you said, they're a little loud, they're a little rude, they're crude, they ride their bikes really loud through town. The name of the town is Charming, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love them. I love the show. I'm so glad you're watching.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to tell you more about what happens, so we can discuss it later.
Well, I'm sure I'll be done by.
I was about to say, can we talk tomorrow? Can you
Probably,
finish up tonight?
probably.
Okay. I will tell you, there is one scene in that show that I don't believe you've gotten to yet.
Okay.
That I don't get spooked by stuff. I don't get spooked by a lot of horror shows or any of that type of stuff. I've never been one to have nightmares or whatever. But this one episode, it literally haunted me for days
serious?
afterwards. Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. Certain images from the episode played back in my head over and over and over again.
Huh. Oh, wow. Now you're really going to make me binge watch.
I know. You're going to have to start watching now, tonight.
During the show. Keep talking.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will actually, I'll start crying if I start thinking about it now. But
Oh, no.
it's really, really good, as in portrayed really well. But, man, gave me some restless nights,
Oh,
if you will.
wow.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go into any more. But, man, if there's a show that can make my husband roll his eyes that I'm watching it, it's this one. He didn't understand it one bit. I thought he would like it, but Apparently,
The motorcycle
Apparently
gangs
there's
and
not
bad
enough-
boys don't do it for him.
apparently not enough girls on there. Anyway, so bad boy number 1, Jax Teller. Hey, he's not going to be on 50 Shades of Grey,
Now I am.
right?
Before I was like, I really don't care. I don't get it.
He was blonde. You know
Well,
what?
and I haven't even read the book.
He's British.
Yeah, I know. Which I can't. I really want to hear him in his natural speaking voice because I love his voice on Sons of Anarchy. It's deep and it's so.
It's sort of slow. Like
Yeah.
he's sort of
like you can tell he's trying.
he's trying to pronounce things correctly so he doesn't sound like thuggish.
Have you ever? And it may just be my ears playing tricks on me, but have you ever been watching shows where you know there's British actors portraying English actors, and you'll hear words slip through?
catch 'em.
You're like, oh, that wasn't
Yeah,
right, but
yeah.
we'll let you go.
And you know, I feel that way about him a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's been 1 or 2 words that have kind of come through, and you're like, what did he say?
I think that's why this is not some sort of show that's going to be winning a lot of like awards. It's really not. I mean, it's a little more of just sort of one of those shows that you just want to watch because it's. I mean, I personally think the storyline is like really good, but I could see where like those diehard critics and all are
Like
going to be
people
like
who are
really,
real MCs.
Right, right, exactly.
Real old ladies.
Really, people that own motorcycles and stuff are like, "Pfft, please.
But I believe it. I mean, because I have no clue about
Because I would
that
totally want to do it. I want to be in the MC now. I want to be the old lady.
I just want to ride on the bike.
You ever ridden on a bike?
Oh, I have. Yeah, my dad had one.
Really?
Yeah.
I know your dad. I don't picture that.
Yeah.
I've never been on one.
It's fun.
It's what I hear.
It is. It's really fun.
It's what I hear. Eh.
I wanted to learn to ride, but he thought I was a little accident prone. So it's like, no. I mean,
So you rode on the back.
I did.
Okay.
That's okay.
I
Still-
dig it. The wind in my hair.
The wind in my hair, bugs splattering on my face.
Gross. All right. So bad boy number 1, like I said, Jax Teller. Check.
Yes.
Check, check.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear from anybody out there that does watch this. So I know I'm not alone. I mean, I know it's good. I don't really care.
Oh, I think we're
but
going to get people watching it now.
I hope so because I just need some loving and
See, if you have
They're
never
so
watched
worth
it and
it.
start watching it, then respond to something and say,
tell us.
thank you for letting us
telling us
about
because
Sons of
it's
Anarchy.
amazing. And
'Cause look-
it's a little crude. I mean, we have to
Oh, yeah.
warn people. It's a little violent, little crude.
It's not a family show.
No. But if you're cool with that,
It would never be on network TV. It is definitely a cable show.
absolutely. I don't know what channel it is.
AMC?
Really?
I think so.
What? No, it's
I don't even know what channel that is, but it's AMC. I'm pretty sure.
wow.
So
Okay.
just be forewarned, there's some not safe for work.
No,
type things.
and
So if you work in a cubicle and you're trying to
SFW
watch
or
it at
whatever.
work and you share office with people,
yeah.
it may be offensive.
Yeah. Okay, bad boy number 2. Did you hear that Jenny McCarthy and Donnie Wahlberg are engaged?
So
oh my
happy
gosh.
about that. Isn't he a
Everybody-
bad boy though, Mary Margaret?
Hey.
He's a bad boy if New Kids on the Block.
He was. That's where I'm tying it in.
Okay.
He was the bad boy of the group.
He was.
You know. I mean,
But Marky
It
Mark
was the
is more
90s.
the bad boy. Donnie's Mark's
Yeah.
more the bad boy.
so I think Jenny McCartney is
McCarthy. Is it McCarthy or McCartney? I don't know. Which one is it?
McCarthy.
Okay.
I think she's super duper lucky. Not only is she getting married to Donnie Wahlberg, who I think has gotten better with age.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's extremely handsome. I mean, I always liked Donnie whenever he was in New Kids.
Yeah.
They were my first concert. I always liked Donnie. But I think he's gotten like very handsome
He has.
and very mature and nice looking at this point. Anyway, I think she's gotten better with age. She looks
she
beautiful.
has.
But you also get to be sister-in-law with Marky Mark.
Yes.
I love him.
I do too.
Do you watch Blue Bloods?
Yes.
That's where
With Donnie,
Donnie's
yeah.
in it. He's great in that.
He
I
is
love
great
it.
in that.
This is with Tom Selleck. Plays. Great show. Good for them. They got engaged and she got so excited on The View. She was jumping up and down.
Are you serious? Like
you not
Tom
see
Cruise
that?
style? No.
You have to excuse our coughing and sniffing. Today, our entire county is covered in pollen right now. I'm sure half the world is too, but it's really bad right here. Anyway, she was on The View. She came up and announced, or she's hosting, obviously. And she was sitting there and like she had her arm down and she was talking about something. And they asked her a question and she said, oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's what I was doing because I just got engaged. And she held her hand up. And what's the lady, Sherry?
Sherry?
Like screams, jumps up. They're like jumping up and down.
Is Whoopi rolling her eyes?
Yeah, basically. Jenny goes running through like a circle around the stage. Like she was super duper excited. She was right there. I mean, it's real pretty. It's gigantic and like yellow, I think. But she held up a ring and they were all apparently didn't know. I think she was trying to like surprise them on air and it worked. But it looked genuine even if they weren't telling the truth. It was pretty cool.
Well, good for her. She got herself a bad boyish type. A reformed bad boy?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got an element of bad. He's still from Boston and wears his hat slightly tilted. So he can still be a bad boy. He's no Jax Teller.
No.
But he's not that we know of. But
I'd like to think, because I agree, like Marky, he's doing underwear ads. He's like, the Funky Bunch, like tough, but now he's doing, amazing movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And
but what a great story people who you'd still kind of be like, oh, he's a little
I just feel
rough.
like they're little tough guys. Like they are tough.
Like
the Wahlberg
they'd be
guys,
down for a fight no matter what, no matter how much money they had. If there's a fight going on, they're down.
They're helping. They're hanging out at the pubs. They're hanging out at corner dive pubs in Boston, like on Christmas break, while they're waiting on their mom to clean the dishes.
Could care less about paparazzi.
No.
Care less about security.
That's what they're doing. That's why they're sort of bad boys.
That is so bad.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. That's why I love it. All right, so just as an update, because we've already talked about 50 Shades of Grey not having Jax Teller on it, which it's okay because I've seen the other guy. But we are getting closer to the release date of 50 Shades of Grey, the movie.
When is that coming out? Because I got to get to reading.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, I got some time.
2015.
Okay.
Well, there is 3 of them, you know.
I can binge watch. I can binge read.
Weekend reading.
I'm more than just a couch potato.
I know. It is. It's up for debate still. Apparently, what it's going to be rated. I'm like, why is this a debate?
Is it an R? Is it an X? Is it?
Well, they're saying that it's supposedly going to be an R, but the director thought that it would be super fun if it's an R, but then they also release an NC-17 version.
Like, and have them both in the theaters?
Yes. And if you
those who just want a little bit of something and those who want a lot of something can have their okay.
Which I think would
I can tell you which one I'd go see.
I would totally go see the NC-17. Just saying. But
I'm just saying, call me when you go to the movie.
Right. I think would be brilliant if they did that.
That would be. I guess it would tell them how to make the other ones too. But don't you do that research before? Or do you just want everyone to feel comfortable with seeing it? People who may want to see it but may not want all the detail, graphic things.
Obviously it comes down to a money thing about producing like another version of a movie and stuff, and is it going to make the money enough to like cover it? But I don't know. This movie's got so much hype behind it. Like, I'm kind of wondering who's not going to see it.
Do you think people wouldn't see it because it's NC-17 though?
I think some people would see it only because it is NC-17. Like, I don't know. But have you ever been to the movies to see an NC-17?
I have no idea. When was the last one that came out?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I'm not trolling the sites going NC-17. I don't know. I don't know what movie would be considered NC-17 that I would have seen.
I don't know. NC-17.
In the movie theater, right?
Yeah. Okay. Right, yes. I remember talking about your porn stash at home.
That's totally not what I meant.
Okay.
I meant like on Netflix.
Right. No, I don't know, but NC-17 obviously, is the guidelines for the one step above R.
Okay. But that can still be shown in theaters.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do.
I don't know. I'm excited. I did hear that Dakota Johnson has no plans of letting her parents watch the movie.
I don't blame her.
Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, please, like they haven't lived that movie.
Yeah, but that's a little weird.
But it's your parents.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it if I was famous. A parent. If that was my daughter, I'm not even interested. I want to act like it never happened.
You're not going to go see one of the biggest movies ever.
If my daughter is playing the lead role, no.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's her first lead role ever, and you're a famous actress.
Nah, I'm good.
Really?
It's still your kid.
I know.
You may have lived it, but it's better to watch somebody else and somebody else's kid than...
I know.
That's just awkward. I know.
It's
a little too much. I mean, would she go see her parents in a movie like that?
I don't know. I don't know the lifestyle of like these rich people. Like I have no idea.
I don't know what their morals are.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, and I'm not in any way a prude, but I just think that'd be weird.
I think it's like the whole, I mean, me personally, right now, today, in my real life, no, I'm not going and doing this movie and letting my parents see it. No. But I also don't have famous parents that my mom was considered a sex symbol like all of her life, and my dad was like a
bad boy.
Heartthrob. Yes, a heartthrob out of the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
To where, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought maybe they'd want to embrace the art and craft.
The art and craft, really? This isn't a museum exhibit.
Actors talk about that.
It's just part of the art.
You always hear actors talk about my craft, right? My craft.
There's some parts of your crafts I do not need to see.
I was about to say, I have a feeling they're going to be seeing lots of crafting.
I mean, do you look them in the eye after that? How's Christmas that day?
I don't know. I mean, whatever. I'm going to see it. I don't really care.
She's not my daughter.
I don't care what you people say. I'm going to see it. Okay, so here's my next. Those were my little tidbits. Here's my next. Bad boys and girls, I guess. So there's a show on Bravo now that I've been watching reluctantly, but I can't help it. I have to stink and watch it.
Guilty pleasure.
It is a little bit of a guilty pleasure called Southern Charm. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I've seen bits and pieces.
I mean,
the really rich crew of Charleston, South Carolina.
All right. So for those of you that don't know out there, I lived in Charleston for about 7 years. Worked for the mayor's office. Lived in several different areas throughout our time there. I was engaged, married, had a child. I went through all the different stages there. So I had been, I'd had my fix of Charleston. Okay. And still have lots of friends down there and visit there a good bit and stuff. Anyway, so here comes Bravo into Charleston and says that we're going to film this show about the Charleston elite.
Yes.
Okay. And we've got, 6 of Charleston's finest that we're going to follow.
I'm sure that's the best they have to offer.
Right. You're going to love it. Okay. The main character of the show being Thomas Ravenel.
Is he the older guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's like in his 50s.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure how old he was.
Not sure if anyone knows the true story behind Thomas Ravenel, but I lived it while I was there. Okay.
Oh, you've got juice.
Oh, yeah. While I was there, Thomas Ravenel ran for the state treasurer's office.
Okay.
His family is an old Charleston family. The biggest bridge in Charleston, the huge, big Cooper River Bridge, is actually the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. Oh. And being his daddy and granddaddy has spots in the church. I mean, they're all... Ravenel is a big name down there.
Okay.
And they are loved. Arthur Ravenel is loved down there. And then there's Thomas. Thomas was fine. Everything was fine. He runs for state treasurer, wins it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Then while he's there, gets busted for cocaine.
Okay.
While he's in office. Gets removed from office and pretty much shamed by the state of South Carolina. I mean, everybody just starts seeing a little bit more of his dirty side come out whenever that gets revealed. Then more and more starts coming out of the closet. He's kind of a playboy. He's never been married. He's kind of got a dirty mouth. He's drinks a lot, and now, bam, you got kicked out of the state. Here your granddaddy is embarrassed.
Yeah.
Right. So here he is on the show claiming that he wants to get back into the political arena.
This is the way to do it?
Totally not the way to get started. T-Rav, as he calls himself. T-Rav.
Is that going to be on his...
You are 52 years old, and you're calling yourself T-Rav?
Is he dating someone in her, is it 20s, 30s?
She is 21. I think she might be 22 now. Okay. She's on the show, Catherine Dennis.
Yeah.
Catherine Calhoun Dennis. With Calhoun is another big, important Charleston name.
Okay.
Anyway, so out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there is really only one of them that's actually from Charleston. The other ones just are from somewhere around the area and then happen to have moved to Charleston now.
Okay.
Okay. There's Whitney, who is a guy who is a movie producer. His mama lives in this huge house. She's sort of inherited, if you will, in Charleston through a marriage, I believe. And he still lives at home with her. And he's a movie producer that's been out in California for years. And now he comes back and moves in with his mama after she bought this big old house. He's one of the producers of the show. And he's a
producer
I can't quite figure him
on the
out.
show that produces the show. Okay.
He's a producer of the show. This show apparently was his idea.
Oh, okay. So these are his friends.
Yeah, which is even worse because you look like a fool on the show. Like, why are you even producing it? Like, your show is ridiculous. Anyway, then there's T-Rav. Then there's Craig. Craig's in law school, and he's somewhat normal, but, I mean, he hangs out with these people, so I can't understand
Something's
what.
wrong
Yeah,
with him.
exactly. There's Cameron, who is the cute southern blonde girl, and she seems to be like the most normal one on the show. She's trying to break into real estate. She's always kind of talking about like how she didn't really come from money like they do. She's trying to figure out how to sell these big expensive homes in Charleston, and she never is like hooking up with people or anything on the show. Well, come to find out, side story, Cameron is now just got married like last week, even though she never mentions an engagement. She never wears a ring or anything on the show. Nothing.
Yeah.
And she was one of the original cast members of the San Diego cast of The Real World back in like 2004 or something.
Wait a minute.
Blonde Cameron. Yeah.
Real World. What? She was on The Real World
Yeah.
in 2000. I don't think I watched it back then.
Maybe it was San Diego, I believe.
Oh, I've got to look her up now.
Yeah. Cameron Eubanks. And which one she was on? She was on she San Diego. San Diego, yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
She's from Anderson, South Carolina. Maybe it was not that long ago.
I
Maybe
do
it wasn't
remember her. I do remember
2004,
her.
I believe.
I remember the girl from Anderson, South Carolina, but I didn't remember her name.
Right.
She had
right.
long blonde hair.
Mhm,
Yeah.
And so I'm
She was
like,
real young
so
back
you're
then.
kind of a reality junkie. You know, like you're now bouncing around from show to show. Anyway, weird. And then there's Jenna King, who dates apparently some rich old man in New York who she never sees. His name's Lou, but nobody knows him or who he is. But he's bought her this big old house in Charleston and all this stuff. I don't know. She's an aspiring fashion designer.
Is this the one with the funky hair?
Yes.
I like her.
I do too.
Yeah. I don't know any of their names.
And her invisible boyfriend. I don't know who it
know.
is. And then there's Shep. And Shep Rose, he is Playboy, has no career, is not driven, been kicked out of boarding schools, like somehow managed to graduate college, like drinks all day, goes and hunts on his daddy's land, all this stuff. That's all they do. This show's ridiculous. They hook up, they have parties, and they all wear like tuxedos and formal gowns too. They are backstabbing, and they are horrible representations of South Carolina and Charleston and the South, whatever. There was a statement released, the mayor of Charleston, he won't even watch the show, won't even turn it on, which doesn't surprise me. Joe Riley would never be a part of something like this. But yeah, so it's just horrible. It's just horrible.
Why are all reality shows about rich people? I mean, I kind of want to see a Real Housewives or a Real Husbands or whatever they want to show of just like people just like me who go to work and then here's
Yeah.
what we do after work. Like, you don't need to film me at work.
Real
Here's what I do at
Housewives
home.
of Hickory.
Like, do you want to film me and my soccer mom friends?
Totally
over
going to.
there and see what we talk about and
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
little dinner clubs, our little
And
bunko
you know what?
nights.
You can film us watching the reality TV on TV that we're talking about.
Do you think we watch it because that's so outside of our lives that we can't even imagine that people
Yeah,
live that
my
way?
husband asks all the time. He'll say, why in the world do you watch this garbage? It's not even real. And I'm like, that's why I watch it. Because there's a little part of me that feels really good after I watch it.
That's true. I do feel so much better about myself. Like, you know what? They may have a lot of money, but they are
But they are mean.
They are mean,
And
they're dumb,
They're
backstabbers.
waste. I mean, yeah, exactly.
People
And
aren't really their friends. It's just,
Yeah, and they seem to always have something going on. It's just not, I don't know. I never aspire really to be in these reality shows.
No.
Never have.
I don't want my life documented because I know I'll do something straight. Except for The Amazing Race. I will do that one.
That's not a reality show. That's a game show because
Okay,
you win a prize.
That's true. Okay. So,
So game show is totally okay.
I mean, I would be, something would happen because I've been appropriate
You and
at
Tavell
times.
should do the Amazing Race.
We totally should. We would probably get bleeped a lot.
I think you would, but that would be awesome. I think you
wouldn't
guys
know what we
would
were
be
saying.
great.
You would never know what we were talking about or what we were saying, but we would have fun, I think.
I think you would. I think you guys would do awesome at it. Anyway, side note. So let me just tell you this line. Here's one of the reasons that I hate Thomas Ravenel. All right, T-Rav. Excuse me.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah, yes, little arms. So when he talks on the show about his past, he goes out on dates with these women sometimes, and they'll show him on the show. And there's been several times on the show that the woman has said, like, you're real nice and all. I have no desire to date you because of your past. There is no way I could take you home to my dad.
Right.
Yeah. And mainly because if these girls grew up anywhere in South Carolina, sorry, Thomas Ravenel, dirty word.
Right.
Right? He looks at the camera square in the eye when they're doing the little interview, they show the interview with him or whatever. And he's like, I didn't have a problem with cocaine. I just liked the smell of it.
Huh? All right.
So embarrassing.
So you put it up your nose to smell it even better.
Exactly. So embarrassing.
I liked it so much, I just put it on up there so I can smell it all day.
So embarrassing. He went to jail. I mean, he was in jail. He told everybody. I mean, he went on a hunting trip with Shep and the other boys, and he couldn't go out and hunt because he's not allowed to hold a firearm.
What?
Because he's at a felony charge.
Oh, you
Went to
can't
jail.
make this up.
Slept on the third top bunk. Anyway, just letting you know. Of course, I have to watch it because I like seeing places that I used to like live and work and
Yeah.
stuff. Actually, I had a friend who was on the show at one point as a bartender, but didn't really say anything, but I saw him real quick. Anyway, the show's absurd. If you're watching it and you actually think that Charleston, South Carolina is like this, please don't.
No.
Please still come visit. Please still come to the South. Charleston's not like that. It's as beautiful as you see, but it's not like those people. Ugh.
There are normal people there.
Extremely
There's a
normal.
lot of normal
We go to the food line. We eat at McDonald's every once in a while, but we are not like all of them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're not all walking around in ascots and formal wear.
Only on Fridays.
Okay.
Baseball is back, and the Hickory Crawdads have an exciting season ahead. Join the dads for weekly promotions such as Dollar Day, Fireworks Fridays, and of course, Thirsty Thursday. The Crawdads will also host the South Atlantic League All-Star Game on June 17th. Regular season and All-Star Game tickets are now on sale and available at the Crawdads box office or hickorycrawdads.com. Guess who my new favorite little bad boy is? Little bad boy.
Little bad boy.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Nope, even littler.
Oh.
Prince George.
Oh my God. Is he a bad boy already?
Yeah. Did you see him take toys
Oh, he
at
did.
the
So
play
he
date?
he was jacking toys from kids. He's like, I'm a prince, fool.
I would take your toy because I am Prince George.
Say something. I'm a prince.
What are you going to do? Camera's on you right now. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm walking around in my little jumper, so what?
No, you going to say something about it? No, you're not. Dad.
My jumper's got
Dad.
boats.
Get over here, Dad. Go tell him. Tell him shut it.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
They went to Australia.
Yeah.
Kate, Prince William, and Baby George.
Oh, he's going to be a cutie. He is already so stinking cute.
Super cute baby. This is the first time that we've actually got to see like a little bit more of him. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, his activities and stuff. They showed this, had a video of the play date, like
He's got a little bit of a mohawk, too.
a little bit of chub, still some little baby chub, which I love.
I love it.
He looks a lot like Will whenever he
does.
was a baby. They've shown those pictures comparing Prince William to Prince George, their baby pictures at this age, and they look a lot alike. So, which is a good thing.
It is.
It's a great
Can't
thing.
go wrong.
No.
You
totally
may be
fine
bald.
with that.
You may be bald by the time you're 25.
No
That's
big
okay.
deal. No big deal. Everybody
You've
still
got
loves
everything
you.
else going for you.
Everybody still loves you.
They do.
Right. So, have you looked through the pictures from this visit when they went to Australia?
Some of them.
Oh my gosh. How amazing is Kate? Seriously? She's beautiful.
Sickeningly amazing.
Right, right. Every outfit she's worn, I've like stared and drooled over.
Oh, yeah.
Super classy.
Love
but
her
like,
shoes.
yes.
I love that she wears wedges.
I know. And did you see them go on the beach? She went like on the beach. They met with a surfing group at like a big popular
I don't know if I saw that one.
surfing area. And she goes like running with the lifeguards on the beach in the sand, not washed up sand, but the bunchy sand
Yeah.
in high wedges.
What?
Running. Girl didn't skip a beat. Just, excuse me. I'm a queen. Watch out. Super cute. I mean, she just looks amazing throughout the whole thing. And they've shown these pictures I've come across every once in a while because I look at all of them. And they're like, there's little secret, like, ones where, like, they're looking at each other, they're, like, holding hands, you know.
holding
And
hands on one?
yes,
that one.
they went, like, out on a walk. Like, there's ones where she's in her tennis shoes and jeans, you know, taking George for a walk. She got a baseball hat and glasses on. Obviously, knowing she's going to get photographed, but she's not trying to be, like,
Glamorous.
right.
Yeah.
So she's like walking the baby, he's in a pram and whatever. But then there's other ones where like she's in little capris and flip flops or something and walking beside William and they're like holding hands. You know, like you can tell they're again not going anywhere for this visit. They were being spied on by
Yeah.
the paparazzi. But still adorable.
They are.
And like they're laughing. Oh, they had a sailboat race.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and she won.
Yeah.
And it was payback from whenever they were dating, apparently, in 2010 or something like that. She lost the race.
did
They
it
were
on
somewhere
purpose
else.
then.
And so
She didn't have the ring yet.
Exactly. Yeah, she didn't want to like ruin their relationship, right? But this time she won, and they showed a video of her like looking back at him, and she saluted him after she won. It was
What?
classic. Yeah, it was kind of like, I love you because you're kind of a smartass right now.
And you're doing that to a future king, and I love it. You're a bad girl.
Princess smartass.
She's
I
a
love
bad
it. She is a
girl.
bad
Yeah.
girl. I love it. And
Prince loves the bad girl. The prince loves the bad girls.
probably has to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and he
We
is
know
the
Harry does.
brother of a bad boy. Exactly. I mean, you're a prince and you're going to wear a Nazi costume. Come on. Bad boy.
Yeah.
Definition. Look it up. But I just love them. Just really do. I think she's going to, they did go on a wine tour, so she squashed the whole pregnancy rumors.
It could have been grape juice for all we know.
Could have been. Could have been.
But you don't want to have that picture taken.
Right,
Like, she was
exactly.
drinking wine.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's grape juice. No, prove it. You can't because you
No,
drink
it-
it. Yeah.
I mean, I know people don't care, but I mean, people do care, but I try to say I don't. But then when she says I'm pregnant, I'm like, oh my God, yay.
I know. And again, my husband, once again, is kind of always like, this is silly. Why do you follow all this royal stuff? They have nothing to do with us. And I'm like, because it's a princess. Like,
It's a real life fairy tale.
this is what we grew up
they
hearing
didn't,
about.
they didn't grow up listening to Cinderella and finding
Right.
the prince. It
Right.
was all Transformers and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why.
This is what
real
I grew
life.
up hearing about. And I can actually watch this one.
And she's a commoner.
And she seems really nice.
She does.
I think we would
She
be
could not
friends.
be, but I could see us being friends.
Do you think she'd come on Chick Chat? I think she could hold her
She
own
would
on
hold her
Chick
on
Chat.
Chick Chat. I think so.
Do you think she'd pick William or Harry in this or that?
She'd have to pick William, right? I think she'd say William, but then off the air she'd be like,
And she'd
totally
be like
Harry.
looking at me holding up a picture of Harry, being like, I'm just saying this because we're on the air. Edit this out.
I mean, I love my husband,
Right.
but I love the bad boys.
Awesome. My brother-in-law's amazing. Right?
I wanted Pippa to marry him.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I guess there's still hope for that. You know, Harry apparently has a new girlfriend.
Yeah, and Pippa's almost engaged from what I hear.
Well, didn't that happen before, though?
Yeah.
Is this a different guy than the
Yeah,
one
I
she was like dating whenever they got engaged?
Yes.
Okay. So see, anything can happen.
Anything could happen.
I just don't really want Harry to marry those blonde girls. He always brings home those blonde, like dirty looking girls.
They do
always,
look dirty, don't they? Like they just met on a camping trip, and she just said, "Hey, this is how
she's
you met me.
like,
This is the way I'm going
"Yeah."
to stay."
See, Kate always felt like looked
Clean.
the part almost
Yeah.
before she was engaged.
Oh yeah, she was
These
always
girl-
put together
Yes, these girls always look like they need to wash their hair.
and iron their clothes.
Yeah, and wipe the sweat off their brow. Like they just
Yeah.
look.
like their hair probably is. Yeah,
Obviously, we're
we're not hating or anything.
whatever. Whatever.
We're not jealous.
Don't get married.
Who should he
What?
marry? What, do you think he should marry Pippa? Or,
Yes.
Or you see him with someone with
You know what?
dark hair.
I think Harry should pull the Grace Kelly type of move and just come over to North Carolina. Well, that would work.
That would
too.
work, yeah.
Come over to America, find him a girl, take her
Oh.
back, and like kind of say screw you royal family. Like,
I feel like
he's not going to be king.
Yeah, but I feel like he'd pick someone like one of those Sports Illustrated models.
Yeah,
He probably would, yeah.
He would. But Grace Kelly was an actress, and
That's
like,
true.
look how beautiful she had turned out, and all this. You know, I mean,
You could take Kim Kardashian back. Oh, she'd love it. How would Kris Jenner manage that one?
Chris would jump in and want.
Oh, she would want to, but then the
be-
queen would be like, "I'm the queen."
Queen would be like, back off, get away. No, thank you.
He wouldn't want Kim Kardashian.
I don't think so. Not a good mix, but I could definitely see, like you're saying, like some of those Sports Illustrated, something or other.
He'd date like a type of person that Leo DiCaprio would date. It's always gonna be one of those model type,
Raffaele, or whatever it
model
is.
type girls.
Yeah, well, it's not, I think somebody like a Natalie Portman or Scarlett Johansson or something like that would be the type of girl that he should. Somebody that's educated yet chooses to be an actress. Natalie Portman's got like a degree from Harvard and stuff.
Emma Watson. And it's still English.
Wouldn't have to go far.
No.
Huh?
And she's
Muggle.
grown out of her awkward stage very well.
She's a muggle. Right?
A what?
Mogul?
I don't know.
Muggle?
I've never read or watched Harry Potter ever.
Really?
Never.
Don't tell anybody that. You never watched the movies?
No.
Oh, well, that's what she is. She's half human, half wizard.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
See?
a muggle.
Then
You're not full-blood wizard.
She'd be half common or half royal.
See?
Like Kate.
She's
They would be
royalty.
besties. Could you imagine them shopping
Hogwarts.
together?
Wow.
Let's hook it up. Do you have any contacts over there?
Kate and Emma?
Emma and Prince Harry.
Let's start like a petition. If we
should.
start a chick chat bond referendum, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down. Anyway, take a chance. Like, go look through some of the pictures from their visit to
Okay.
Australia. Excuse me.
Got you choked up.
Goodness, take a visit on their pictures as they went to Australia. It's like beautiful, beautiful pictures. Like I said, her outfits and stuff. But I just really liked her, and everything was reminiscent of like visits that the Queen mother and Prince Philip went
I
on
heard
back in the
that,
day. Not Philip, excuse me, King George and the Queen mum.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Queen Elizabeth's parents.
Her parents, okay.
Yep. They took Queen Elizabeth over before she was queen, obviously. She was 13 months old when they went on their big visit, overseas or whatever. So anyway, I don't think it's going to be long before we see another baby come out of Kate.
You think they'll have two, or do you think they'll have more?
I think they'll have more.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't know. I mean,
I think
they're
if it's
definitely going to have more than this.
Well, I think if it's, she'll have another one. If it's a boy, I see a third.
Yeah. Because I think I could see them wanting a girl.
Yeah. And
Right?
if this is a girl, I could see this maybe
Maybe being it. Huh. I don't
But
think it'll be long.
But I think she would like a big family. He only comes from 2. She comes from 3.
So it's fair. Anything kind of game in there.
Yeah.
I don't see them going more than 3.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
She's what, 31?
Yeah, she's a little bit younger than me.
Yeah. I can see she can go a few more rounds.
Go on, girl.
You
Go on.
do it.
We got you. We got your back. We got your back.
You need a nanny? Hey.
Whatever.
I'll move into Kensington Palace, whatever.
You're going to need 2 soon.
Got my own kids your kids can play with.
Speaking of kids,
Huh?
how about Jackie and Kelso
Oh my God.
getting married and having a baby? Ashton
kinda love
Kutcher,
it.
Mila Kunis.
Kind of love it.
Pretty sure it's, I mean, if you ever watched that 70s show,
Yeah.
I mean, how could we not? That's what we grew up with. If you ever watched it, they were the perfect wrong couple.
Oh yeah.
They wanted to be together, but she was so different. And so I really started to picture her like that in real life.
And she fell in love with the bad boy on that show.
Yes, she did.
Steven.
And poor Kelso was just so dumb. And he's not really like that in real life.
Not.
But I
They
love
make
Ashton
a very
Kutcher.
attractive couple.
I think so too. I love Ashton Kutcher.
Oh yeah.
I think that, and honestly, it was during the whole Demi Moore stage when he was like hanging out with the kids and like being buddies with Bruce Willis and stuff. I'm like, this guy's awesome.
Keeping the family together.
Gonna be a family man. Doesn't care where they came from, whatever. He's hanging
care
out
that
with
they're his
Rumor.
age.
Exactly. Hanging out with Rumor, going to bars with her and stuff, whatever. I love him though, and I'm very excited for their new arrival.
Yes.
Talk about like
It's gonna be
a bad
gorgeous.
boy. Oh, he's gonna be beautiful. He, she, whatever. I don't know.
She, I think.
Do you think really know?
Didn't they-
Or are you just having a feeling?
I might be spreading rumors.
You got a gut feeling?
I thought I heard girl, but I could be spreading rumors. All kinds of
Really?
rumors.
Huh. I don't know. But she's got quite the little baby bump now.
She does.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were in New Orleans the other day, and I actually had a friend on Facebook who posted a picture of them walking while she was visiting in New Orleans and saw Ashton Kutcher over there being followed by paparazzi. She ran up and said, "Take a picture with my daughter." And he said, "No, thanks. I'm here with my family today." He turned down a picture because he was with his family. I kind of think that's
It's a little rude, but okay.
well. See, she was ticked off. This friend of mine, she was kind of ticked off. She was like, "I can't believe it. He wouldn't even take a picture. He said he was there with his family." And I'm kind of like, but it's true.
Yeah.
He was there with his family. Like, he didn't want to be interrupted. I don't know. Whatever. If he gives you a picture, then he's got to give the next one a picture, and the
That's
next
true.
one.
That's
true.
true.
And it's never going to end. Congrats to them. Whatever.
Was he nice at least when he said it, or was he just kind of
I mean,
blow
it
her off?
sounds like it. Like, it sounds like
But that could also be a blow off. Like, he could have said it really nasty.
he could have.
If he said it really nicely, then I understand.
If it was, I mean, he did say no thanks. He could have been like,
He threw the thanks in there. So it
shut
makes
the
it
F
good.
up, you know, like, get the hell out of my way.
Out of my way, yeah.
See, I could have been like, back off, it's private. Like, I don't know you. You don't know me.
You don't know me, son.
Okay, so I tried really hard on this next one to pull out bad boy. See, I kind of pictured like Kelso as a little bit of a bad boy. I mean,
No,
they're all sitting in the basement.
he was dirty, but
Kelso?
not like dirty, but like
Kinky.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a little bad for
That's a
some
little
people.
bad.
Okay. I really tried to pull out bad boy out of this next topic, but I'm really stretching it because there's... I don't know. I just think that this person's probably got some bad boy in him, but he can't find it.
What, he needs help? Well, let's
I
see.
think so.
Yeah, let's see if we can pull it out of him. We'll get him ideas.
Yeah,
Who is
well,
this?
I don't know that you're going to get any bad boy out of Derek Dillard.
Who is that?
Derek Dillard is the gentleman who just proposed to Jill Duggar.
That is not even a bad boy name.
Derek Dillard. Double D.
Wait a minute. What about being married to a Duggar screams bad boy to you?
I know it doesn't. That's why I said I think there's a little something inside of him.
Why would you put him here?
Because I wanted to talk about it, and I couldn't think of any other thing. Okay, here's what I could only come up with. So
You
basically,
need to start by going by Dougie D, first of all. Dougie D.
Let's call him that.
I can't say the last name Dillard and bad
Derek.
boy in the same.
Derek Dillard.
Derek Dillard, bad boy.
Marrying Duggar.
DDBB.
Derek Dillard marries a Duggar. So Derek Dillard is, I guess, a missionary in Nepal.
There is nothing bad about this one. He's
Just
a
hold
saint.
on. Just hold on. I will get to it. And Jim Bob, the dad, the Duggar dad,
Duggar dad.
he introduced Jill to Derek, who he knew Derek through some mission work or something like that online. They like Skyped for a little while. Hey, I'm Derek. Hey, I'm Jill. Nice to meet you. And they got to be friends online.
Okay.
Never seen each other in person or like met. And anytime that they had a Skype conversation, Jim Bob or Michelle has to be there to supervise.
Okay.
And then they took Jill over to Nepal to meet him. And then once they met each other, they began their courting stage, which is where they don't hold hands. They don't do anything. They have to ask permission to side hug.
Like a one arm.
One arm
like,
side,
taking a
side
picture
hug.
with you type hug?
Yes, like put my arm around your shoulder type thing. Right. They don't hold hands until they're engaged. Can't hold hands till you're engaged. And whatever you do, you save the first kiss for your wedding day. First kiss.
First kiss. Like not even a peck?
No. Nothing. Okay.
Like your lips never even get the hint of each other.
Correct.
Not even a side swipe.
Don't even
chick.
know if you've been chewing gum. or
Like
not.
if you kiss my cheek and I kind of turn a
No,
little bit.
nothing.
No?
And that
Okay.
wouldn't happen because all of your dates are chaperoned while you're courting and engaged. Because you ain't going to get don't
I
get any
assume these
ideas.
engagements do not last long. They like get engaged and like 3 weeks later they're married.
Probably, right. They, I think they just got engaged this past month, and they're getting married this like summer.
See? Told you.
Yeah,
She's
a handful of months, whatever. Yeah. So here's my reach. Here's my stretch.
Okay.
So that's what good boys do in the Duggar family, apparently. Jim Bob has recently admitted that he and Michelle did not save their first kiss for their wedding.
Shame. Bad boy. He lived on the edge with that one.
I'm wondering, I am kind of curious what else they did.
He took her lip virginity.
Saying, oh, took her lip cherry. Kind of gross, but I'm just a little like, I'm still really thrown by this. And I think years ago, we talked about this. But I'm just really still surprised by the whole first kiss thing and the holding hands thing. Do you think that there's any merit to survival of your marriage and attraction and stuff to having chemistry from like physical contact?
Yeah.
I'm not talking like sexual stuff. I'm talking about holding hands, kissing, like intimacy in the fact of like hugging, like real on hugging.
I think so, because I think part of it is when you're dating, and again, if these are your beliefs, they're your beliefs.
Right, absolutely.
But,
we're not downing any of those. But.
I mean, but to me, I need to know I'm compatible with someone, because what if I'm a type of person who likes a lot of hugs and I like being really affectionate and, give me a hug when you see me, give me a kiss goodbye or whatever. And the guy that I'm with just is kind of standoffish with that. He's like, I don't really like it. Could you compromise and get there? Sure. But you don't know that once you're married, you're kind of, at least in this family, stuck.
Yeah.
And so I think you can still be okay. I think you are okay if you don't kiss or hold hands. It's could seem to some to be a little outdated. I don't really. I mean, does the thought that it leads to something else, or that it stirs up feelings that they're not supposed to be experiencing?
I don't know. I think
they put. Here's my problem with it. I think their family, and maybe I'm wrong because I don't know any of the Duggars or anybody who practices this. To be honest with you,
right.
But to me, if you're telling me that I can't do certain things, like I can't hold hands until I'm engaged, I'm thinking holding hands is like the greatest thing. And then, okay, the first kiss has to be after you're married or when you say I do. I'm having a lot of high expectations for what's going to happen.
Well, yeah.
What if I'm completely disappointed? Like, this is all it was? Why couldn't I do this before?
What if you're a really bad kisser? I mean, I know that doesn't mean everything in a relationship.
Right.
But don't you just feel like sometimes you always hear those like stories about like sparks and your foot pops off the ground like whenever you're kissing somebody because you just get like tingles all the way up your legs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know. It just seems weird that like on my wedding day, I don't know, that everybody's going to see that first kiss. Like, what if he like tries to eat your face and you don't even know, like, he doesn't know what to do.
Like, what are you doing?
They don't know what to do.
Did that happen on something? That happened. I feel like I saw that on some show.
I think anybody that's what happens on your first kiss. Nobody's first kiss is like beautiful.
No.
Everybody's first kiss
But
is
do they know that
awkward.
is this his first kiss too?
Apparently.
Oh.
I don't know. They've never dated anybody because
Because he's in Nepal.
Their dating turns into courting, turns into engagements.
I mean, it's worked for the other family members.
They were on a show. I don't watch this like all the time, like regularly, I guess, but I watched it the other night because Jill, like I said, I heard had gotten engaged. Now, obviously, the shows are filmed prior to and stuff, and so it's a while before they catch up. So I know that it wasn't going to be like current or anything, but I went to look on the show because Jill, who is like 22, I believe. Let's see here. I had that pulled up somewhere. Jill is 22 and Derek is 25. So that's totally reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, like to be engaged, I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
They were homeschooled, so they all had different kind of ages of schooling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's whatever, that's cool. But on the show, she had just started dating or talking to him online. But her sister Jessa, who is 21, was courting a guy named Ben Seawald. Yeah. Ben is 18.
Huh?
And they went to a family, like, friend's wedding, who that person had also saved their first kiss for their wedding day. They went to this big family wedding, and they're watching them, and Jessa and Ben are sitting in the audience, and everybody in their interviews keeps going, I just kept looking over at Jessa and Ben because it's going to be coming soon because they're courting. So it's like, in
If you
this
court,
family,
then
you
you have
start
to go
courting,
marry.
you're about to get engaged. Like, this is the real deal. Like, we don't waste our time with dating.
There's just no like, oh, I went on a date with him.
No.
but
And we're just
I
trying-
wasn't feeling him, so I went on a date with him.
Exactly. Yeah, there is no casual dating, really.
Oh.
It's like when you start courting, you in for the long haul. Like, you now have become part of the credits on 19 Kids and Counting or whatever. So Ben Seawald is 18 and Jessa is 21. I don't know about the 18-year-old courting into engagement marriage type thing. Whatevs. I don't know. You know, their oldest brother, Joshua, is the only one that's married already.
Uh-huh.
And he's 26 and he already has 3 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. With, what's her name? Anna. 3 kids at 26.
That's a lot of kids.
And the oldest one is 4. So, and they all have M names.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just, you know,
I guess I get it, but no, Dougie D is not a bad boy. Far from it.
no, but I'm thinking Jim Bob might have been
Sneaking kisses.
holding hands.
Holding hands. Hug. Doing a full body hug instead of a side hug.
Don't tease. Don't tease. Jim Bob and Michelle, they went like on the date with one of the girls, one of the girls that were courting. They went on a date to go putt-putt with him, and the whole time they're like making out, and like he's like picking her up and swinging her around. He got, you know, they're playing putt-putt, and you know how if you hold
Yeah.
the golf club and the guy comes behind you and puts his arms around you
Yeah.
to hold the golf club. He was doing that like on this date with his kids that
You
aren't
don't do
supposed to. Watch me.
We've got 21
and
kids.
be jealous. Exactly.
Like-
They here's what
And
happens.
22's coming.
Here's what happens when you do this. You have lots of kids. Yeah, and he at one point he like said something to his wife like, "Does this turn you on?"
What?
And I'm like, "What am I watching?"
Jim Bob.
And then in the same sentence, like in his interview, he's like, "It was just so nice to be there as a chaperone for their courtship because it is so important that they are supervised and that making sure that they're making the right decisions and taking the right path in life." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Ugh. Pot, meet the kettle.
Jim Bob.
I don't get it. I'm like you. Okay. I don't think that your intimacy is the basis for a successful relationship.
Right.
I don't think that's the case at all. I do think that people have connections that way, and it is something that brings you so close. Even the simple gestures like holding hands or a kiss or something, I feel like it shows devotion and just a love for somebody, you know, and I don't know. I feel like if you're engaged, at least, okay, fine. You want to go through the courtship, whatever. First of all, quit calling it a courtship. But if you want to go through that, then that's cool. But I'm kind of all for holding some hands.
I mean, even the little peck on the forehead when
Right,
you're not
right.
expecting it, or just coming
Or a
from behind
hug.
you and giving it
A
a
straight
big
up
hug.
hug.
Yeah.
Like, I think a hug would be really nice.
It'd be super nice. I mean, I can do side hugs when I'm taking pictures with you.
Right. You know, like I wonder how they approach it with other people. Because, okay, for example, I'm friends with you and I've known your husband for a long time.
Yes.
When I see him at like Christmas time, you know, we don't get to see each other very often, but whenever I see him like at Christmas time or something, Halloween, whatever, when we bring the kids together, I give him a hug.
Yeah.
It has been a while. I will give you a hug.
Yeah.
I don't side hug him. I don't hold his hand. I don't give him a kiss. I just give him a good old fashioned hug.
Yeah.
So do these people not give friends and stuff hugs, you think? Of like the
I don't
opposite
know.
sex?
Oh, I bet not.
It would make sense that they wouldn't, right?
That's true.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I might start to feel something.
I'm going to have to, I know, right? Like, no.
I gave a full body hug and now my life has changed.
Right?
Like,
We experience
we're huggers. I mean, I think that
I'm a hugger too. Like, I guess I'm, you know, like, I mean, we're in the South too. We hug. Like, hey.
Hey, how you
That's what
doing?
we say,
Hi,
yeah.
give me a hug.
Right.
Haven't seen you since 3:00.
Right. We give each other hugs.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's that. I mean, I guess if you grow up that way, it's not weird. And it's not weird to
Agreed.
me. It's
No,
just,
no. Yeah. No, it's just different than what I've known. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to grasp. But I get how if it was, that's how all you've ever known, then
Yeah.
so be it, you know?
yeah, we've grown up holding hands, kissing.
Being huggers.
You
know, like. I
So
mean,
to not have that would be to us like, oh, I don't know that I could handle that. But
Right.
if you've never done it, it's not outside your norm. It's cool.
Absolutely. Well, and there's people, I mean, I have friends that are not really touchy-feely people. Like, they're not huggers.
Right.
You know, I mean, they're kind of pat on the backers. Yeah.
Put her there.
Fist bump. Yeah. They're like the Howie Mandel. Yeah. So did you ever watch the Duggars back in the day?
I think I've seen one episode.
Okay, so they have a fun cousin Amy.
Oh.
Okay, they have a cousin Amy who like is extremely supportive of them, you know, and loves all of them, and has helped like babysit over the years and things like that. But she doesn't practice their system.
Is it a religion?
Yes.
Is it part of a church they belong to?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's some choices that they've chosen. You know, like they choose to homeschool, they choose to do some of this other stuff. But I think some of it does revolve around religion, but not all of it is like set in stone anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. But cousin Amy, she is she'd stop by, and every time I'd watch this, like we'd watch this, my girlfriends and I in Charleston, and it would just be funny because Amy comes on screen, everybody's like, "Yay, Amy's here!"
She's fun.
You know, because she's
wild
the
and crazy.
fun cousin, you know, whatever. Well, Amy's got her own show now, coming out. Hasn't started yet, but she's going to. Amy is moving out of her family's house, and she's breaking free. She's single.
How old is Amy?
I don't know, probably in her late 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know whose cousin it was. If it was
I
Jim
don't
Bob
know.
and the moms, or if it
No,
was
the kid's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think she's like in the older range of
Okay.
them. So she is moving to Nashville to become a singer. Go on, Amy. I know. And so it's kind of funny, like, you know, and they always kind of laughed about it. I mean, Amy would come around and she'd say something like, "Oh, I don't know, guys. Like, that's kind of weird," or whatever. And then their interviews are all like, "We love Amy. You know, she's just," you know, it's sort of like you want to hear music in the background, like, "Wah, wah." Like, "She's just Amy." Little theme song. But anyway, so she's got a new show coming out. So might be having to watch that to see if
I have to see Fun Amy.
Fun Amy. Hey, Fun Amy. What's that show that used to have Fun Bobby?
I don't remember.
Oh, Can't Buy Me Love with Patrick Dempsey.
The movie?
Yeah.
They have
Fun
a
Bobby.
Bobby?
Yeah. That's what her boyfriend's name was that was off
Oh,
college.
that's right. Yeah.
I love that show. Movie. Whatever.
Yeah. He
was
really
the
grew into
pizza
his.
boy?
He really grew into his looks, didn't he?
Man, Patrick Dempsey grew up great.
When I first saw his new look, it was in Scary Movie. What was it? 3, 2? When he played the cop in Scary Movie, he came on screen and I was like, "What?
Who
is that?" No, say what? Did he get a nose job? No,
No,
He just
did you
grew
ever
into his
see?
face.
He just grew into his face. Exactly. Did you ever see Loverboy? Where he's
Yes,
the pizza boy.
Yes,
And like the pizza you order tells you if you're supposed to have the call boy come.
yes.
I used to love that movie too. Man, that was a good movie.
Oh yeah, talk about waiting for someone to grow up. Like, I'm going to stick with you because I know you've got potential.
There's something there. Something there.
Seen your dad.
I was about to say, if there are
Both.
kids, if there's like younger kids out there, you need to be paying attention to his
Look at Daddy.
daughter, his sons, whatever. And
Let them go through their awkward phase
They
because
might be in a little trouble right now.
they're going to grow up to be McDreamies.
Baby dreamies.
Baby dreamies.
Baby dreamies. Do you watch that anymore? Grey's Anatomy?
it's
Do you
so
really? It's
good.
still on?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, tonight is Christina's last night on the show. Christina Yang.
Pan face?
Who?
She always looks like she got hit with the pan. She's so mean looking. She just never looks like
Yeah, well, she's leaving.
the show for
The
real.
show for real.
So are they writing her off?
I guess we'll find out tonight. I don't know if they're going to just send her off. If they're going.
Oh, you mean
to...
so she's going to die tonight?
She might, I don't know if she'll die. I mean, nothing has led up to her dying.
Oh, okay.
So she's not sick or
It
anything.
is a hospital. No, anything
It
can
wasn't
happen.
like on ER when they killed Dr. Mark. Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's not
don't
like
talk
that.
about it. I want to talk about it. Move on.
I sing Over the Rainbow.
No.
Yeah, but
Goose.
I don't know if she'll leave. She's leaving. I don't know how she's leaving. Tonight's her
Okay.
retrospective.
Has she had, is she married to that redhead guy?
No, they are divorced. They are still
They
kind
did get
of
married.
They did get married.
Okay.
They got divorced. They are still kind of in a relationship-ish type of thing.
What does that mean?
They still hook up and
Okay.
care about each other
They're
and talk.
non-Duggerish.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Non-Dugger.
Yeah, they do not follow the principles. They kind of, hang out and say,
Yeah,
hey, what are you
yeah.
doing? If you're not busy, come by. All right, come on by. Have lunch, have dinner. They still care.
Okay. Well,
but without the
and
whole
then
marriage thing. She won't marry him because he wants kids.
She didn't.
He wants kids. She doesn't. So it's like the whole, we love each other. We love to be together. I can't give you what you want.
Is Meredith married to McDreamy?
Oh, yeah. They have 2 kids.
2
2
kids.
kids. One adopted, one they had
Really?
together. Yes.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
And they're like happy married.
Yeah.
Now the girl died and the McSteamy died, right?
Yes. Little Gray and McSteamy.
Little Gray and
Little
McSteamy.
Gray.
They were together.
They were.
Oh.
Well, they had broken up at the time, but they realized their love as they were dying.
What?
As she was dying. He expressed that he really did love her.
And then died with her.
No, he died later from the complications of the plane crash.
Oh, okay.
But later, after her. She died on scene. A plane was on her. So, yeah, she wasn't going to make it.
Oh,
Can't really pick a plane up off of somebody.
no.
It's a little hard.
Do you know I had a tombstone follow me when I was 4?
A what now?
Tombstone. I was playing hide and go seek in the graveyard.
This sounds creepy.
Did you not know this?
No.
No, when I was 4 years old, I had a team. I was playing hide and go seek in the graveyard, and
You're not supposed to do that, Mary
I
Margaret.
know. Well, my family was at Wednesday night like spaghetti or something like that at the church. I don't know. Like I have 2 older brothers, and the youth group was outside, and I followed out there. I probably shouldn't have, but I was. And they were playing hide and go seek in the graveyard, and it had rained a few days before, and I was hiding on my knees behind a tombstone. Had my hands like up on it, peeking over, and I pulled it on top of me because the ground was soft from the rain, and I bent backwards from my knees, so like my shins were in the ground.
Yeah.
And then I bent backwards all the way with the tombstone on top of me, and the tombstone scraped the bottom of my chin. Okay, so if I would have been any shorter, I would have been like crushed. My chin would have been crushed. So they're out there, and right as it happened, the town veterinarian, the local veterinarian, he goes to our church. Went to our church then. He was pulling up. He was late for dinner, and he pulled up, saw it, came over, pulled the tombstone off of me, and picked me up. And as soon as he picked me up, I passed out. And so then I got to ride in an ambulance, and they took me to the hospital, and everything was fine, whatever. But the doctor did say that if I had been any shorter, because it scraped the bottom of my chin, I had like a scratch on it, and he said it would have crushed my chin bone had I been any shorter or anywhere up on my face or whatever. So Dr. Pope and my dad went back to help the church reset the tombstone, and the 2 of them together could not pick it up.
But he did it.
Right?
At church. Miracle. I got chills.
Little adrenaline rush. That's like, maybe somebody could have picked that plane up off Little Gray.
They could have.
If they wanted
They didn't
it bad
try.
enough.
They did
wanted
not
it
try.
bad
I
enough.
know. They were just like, oh, it's a plane. Don't lift it.
Just saying. Just throwing that out there. It's another heartfelt moment with Mary Margaret.
I never knew. I'm so glad it didn't crush your chin.
Yeah, thank you. Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. I like my chin.
Cute
I'm okay
chin.
with it. Thanks. So that's my special share for the day. That's all I got. That's all I got. You know, I'm going to end on that loving note of I am glad that the vet showed up that day late.
Me too.
Ever since then, my mom and dad still go to him for the vet. They won't ever change because it's like they call him my guardian angel.
Aww.
And he forever has an invite to my parents' Christmas party.
Fun times.
Yeah, even if, he does something bad, my mom won't take him off the list. So,
Even if he's kicked out of the office of state treasurer.
something.
Anything.
T-Rav.
Well, people need to go listen and watch Sons of Anarchy.
So we have Sons of Anarchy
yes,
that people
watch
need
it.
to watch.
Let us know what you think.
That they need to watch and love
Watch,
and
love,
report
and tell.
upon.
Yes. Watch, love, tell.
Watch, love, tell her.
Oh, good one, Mary Margaret. That was good.
And then you need to glance at Southern Charm just to see the ridiculousness. No, just to see the ridiculousness of it. However, please don't judge us or that city or the South by Thomas Ravenel. Next, you need to go and look at some pictures from the royal visit to Australia.
Yes.
And then I'd like you to research the Duggars a little bit and tell us your opinion. Do you think it would work? Do you think it's silly? Do you think it's romantic? Do you think it's smart? Do you wish everybody would do it? Do you wish the Duggars would just go away? What's your thoughts?
And would you rather see an R or NC-17 rated?
Would you go see
Yes.
an NC-17 movie?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Are you saying yes, or was that your question?
Yeah, both.
Okay. So that's what we want everybody's homework to be, and want you to report back on it. I know you have our email because you sent me emails wanting to know where I was and why I had not recorded Chick Chat. So I'd like you to email us back again. You can email us at info@themesh.tv or leave a note on my Facebook page, Chick Chat on the Mesh. You can call us at 828-619-0048 and leave a voicemail. It is voicemail only. Other than that, have a good, hopefully just month, because I'm hoping just to be back here on regular schedule. I say that all the time. But you know what? This pollen's got to go away.
Yeah.
Some good old spring warm weather is going to come out and kill some germs and hopefully just make everybody feel good.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Get moving on. I'm sure Jeanette will be back around the table super soon.
Woo, woo.
Whoop, whoop.
I love to gossip.
and give opinions, because that's what we're good at.
That's right.
All right. So thanks for being here, Jeanette.
Yeah, had fun.
Good to spend the afternoon sniffling and coughing with
It's
you.
always fun. Yeah.
Hey, and reminiscing about. I'm going to go home and watch Sons of Anarchy. I don't know
have
about
to.
you. Just saying.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I still
Yeah.
got
You
more
need to catch
watch.
up. So, all right, guys. Until next time, this is Mary Margaret and Jeanette on Chick Chat. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the flip side.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.